Basically, yesterday's lesson, I gave you guys everything that was already factored, right? And eventually you're going to get problems that are not factored. So you'll have to factor it. So the first thing you're always going to do, always, is look for the greatest, can I not spell? Greatest common factor. That is the GCF. You're always going to look for the GCF first. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to count the number of terms. In counting the number of terms, you're going to get three scenarios. Your scenarios, you might have two terms. Two terms is called the difference of squares. And that has a formula of a squared minus b squared equals a plus b times a minus b. Zoom in for you once you have that little chart set up. The second scenario you might have, if there's only two terms, is called the difference of cubes. The difference of cubes has a formula, a minus b to the third power equals a minus b, a squared plus ab plus b squared. And you might have a third one called the sum of cubes. That is a plus b cubed equals a plus b, a squared minus ab plus b squared. Now you might also count three terms. If it is three terms, you will do your X box. What does X box look like? Well, it has to be in standard form. Ax squared plus bx plus c. So we're looking for those coefficients there, a, b, and c. And then here you're looking for a times c. You're looking for here the product And then here you're adding those values. You're basically looking for the b value. You're looking for the sum always, always, always in the top left of this, you will always put ax squared. Let's see if I can color code that for you. So whatever this whole term is, you're always going to put that into the top left. Whatever you get in here, these will always go in the top bottom left and the top right, and you'll add an x to it. And then always, 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 the last one will always be your c value. It'll always go here. Some people call this one, let's make that line better. Some people call this the factor diamond. And over here they call this the area model. Now in generalities, I'll show you guys later on how you can go from using this Xbox method for a majority of this. And the last one, if you have 4 terms, or I'll call it 4 plus, 4 or more, let me zoom in. Look for a trinomial square. Or probably more importantly, you'll probably just do this one right here. Factor by grouping. And this is our factoring flowchart. So when we see the word factor, you're always going to take the greatest common factor first. What that does is just makes your polynomial a lot smaller. And then from here, you're going to count the number of terms it has. If it's 2, you're going to do one of these methods. And if you have the difference of squares, you can put a placeholder of a 0x as your middle term, and that turns it into a trinomial, and then you can just use this method. And if you have 4 or more, generally you're probably looking for factoring by grouping, or something more like using the factor theorem.